I want to address the way that I demonized alcohol in a previous video. For me personally, alcohol is one of my demons. And I can, for myself, understand the comparison that alcohol can be similar to certain tools that are used for things like hunting or recreational activities like axe throwing at places or knife throwing at places or shooting practice contests. There are things that can be used in fun and responsibly and safely, and all of those are also tools that can cost someone their life, whether it was accidental or not. They are things that can lead to someone's loss of life. And alcohol did that in my life. Alcohol played a major factor in the way that I drowned myself. And it played a major factor in the way that I avoided my feelings instead of even thinking it were possible to ask for help. I allowed alcohol to, add to my isolation. I allowed alcohol to truly embed all of the negative thoughts and feelings and beliefs that I had deep within me. I allowed myself to drown my sorrows in drinking, and I allowed alcohol to justify my behavior, and I allowed alcohol to incapacitate me. I allowed my alcoholism to keep me weak, and I allowed it to get to a point where I was playing Russian roulette with my life. And being technical, every time I got behind the wheel of a vehicle when I was under the influence, I was playing Russian roulette with everyone's life that was on those roads. And that's the reality of it. I don't think that alcohol itself alone is some horrific thing that should be banned from existence. I personally do feel like the reality of the dangers of it, the reality of being responsible about it, the signs that you can look for and concerning factors of it affecting your life in a negative way. All of those things I think should be more openly shared. I think that more people should understand you don't even have to just be an alcoholic to have a problem with drinking or any other substance. I think that there are so many different ways that using can affect your life to a point that it is not healthy anymore. I know people who waited until their 30s to ever try anything for the first time and still lost control. I think that it's not just black and white. I'm not sitting here sharing any of this because I expect people to change based off of what I say. I'm sharing this with the hopes that somebody else can understand. I'm sharing this with the hopes that somebody else can relate to something I'm saying, or that there is someone watching this that needs to hear what I have said. And right now, I'm not necessarily, sitting here saying a bunch of inspirational things. I'm just talking about the realities of alcohol in my life. And I'm talking about my personal experiences, which is literally all I can do at all, at any capacity. No matter what format I am delivering something, all I can do is share my experiences, because that is all that I have, is my experiences. Just because I've witnessed other people's through things doesn't mean that that is my experience, and I cannot speak on that. I cannot speak on behalf of anyone, not the minority, not the majority. I can only speak for myself, and that is the point. That is the point. I want to speak out. I want to heal out loud so that those suffering in silence are not alone. And that is what I've wanted to do my whole life, was to reach out to those that were crying in the shower, crying in their bed while their partner was asleep next to them, trying to be as quiet as possible so that no one knew what was happening. I am trying to reach for the people who feel lost and alone and hopeless, because they're not. It doesn't even matter if it's addiction related. I don't believe that it all has to be hopeless. I don't believe that there is no chance for everyone. I believe there is a chance for anyone. Whether it's to recover, whether it's to turn your life around, whether it's to, cut out certain things to feel better, to do better, to be better. All of that is possible. And sometimes, including myself, I can't see that. I can't feel that. I have been so lost in my pain and my shame and my misery that I genuinely, with every fiber of my being, believed that there was no way out. The reason I choose to speak on alcoholism and alcohol in my life is because if I had not had a divine intervention in my life and a tragic accident lead me to sobriety, I know I would be dead. I know that I would no longer be here today because I would have guaranteed it. And that's just my truth. All I ever intend to do, doing this and sharing things and being vulnerable, is to just share my truth. Because that's all I can do. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sway anyone's opinion. I'm not trying to make anyone feel a certain type of way. I'm just trying to reach you.